Hi friends, now we will learn how blockchain system works. Communication in a blockchain system is always happening directly between peers, peer-to-peer, rather than through some central entity. So information about what is happening on the blockchain is stored on each node. Then this information is passed to the adjacent nodes. In this way, information spreads through the whole network and through the whole nodes, across the whole nodes. It is this structure and design that makes blockchain invulnerable to the data tampering. So what's the flow of transactions and blocks producing? Firstly, a transaction is performed on the blockchain. A transaction is created when someone writes information on blockchain. Let's say user Bob sends 0.1 BTC to Alice. Bob is the sender and Alice is the receiver. This will make a transaction and write some information on the blockchain that we have discussed before. Then transaction is added to the block and the block is sent to every node on blockchain. Then comes the step of verification of transaction. Once a transaction is performed, it must be verified by the nodes of the blockchain system. It will be passed to the nodes and the nodes will then check that the transaction is either correct or not. After the validity of majority of the nodes, the transaction will be declared as valid or correct. Then after processing the block, nodes will receive their rewards and the transaction fees. Then the storage in blockchain step comes in. Once a transaction is verified, it is stored in the blockchain and now it is permanent. Then the alteration of the records of this transaction is impossible. Anyone can see these transaction on the blockchain now. Any transaction of course could be found on the blockchain through the hash of the transaction hash code of the transaction. You may find the transaction hash code to check the status of the transfer, that the transfer was successful or not, or it is validated or not. But in order to show the transaction or view the transaction on the blockchain or explorer, it should receive a certain amount of confirmations through the nodes of that blockchain. So here's a quick review of what we were discussing. Firstly, a transaction is requested. A user requested the transaction. For example, sends some BTC. A block that represents the transaction is created. The transaction is added in the block, and after that block is sent to every node in the network. Nodes will start the process of validating the transactions, and after the transaction is validated, the nodes will receive their respective reward. The block will be then added to the existing blockchain, and the blockchain is now updated with the transaction, and this transaction will be immutable now and will not be updated or edited. The transaction process is now completed.